Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Another question was, how do I stay slim? I don't work out. I never have. I feel shamefully embarrassed to admit that, but like I just don't have what it takes to like go to the gym and stuff. I do basically walk with Wolf at least like 4 times a week, about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 miles every day. And it's not intentionally for a workout, it's just so we can be outdoors and smell the fresh air and see nature and enjoy ourselves. And being from Hawaii, like I said, I am not used to just being surrounded by buildings and concrete, and it doesn't make me feel at home. So I go on extensive walks with him and he really enjoys it. And I think, I mean, that's cardio, but other than that, I try to eat pretty healthy. I don't know, breastfeeding like seems to burn a lot of calories. And I also, for another question that wasn't in my post, but I remember being asked, dietary restrictions about breastfeeding. When I first started nursing and I'm exclusively breastfeeding, Wolf will not take a bottle, he will not take a pacifier. I only have breastfed him for his entire life. Which leads to another question, was how do I manage when I'm away from him? I'm really not away from him. So I'm always within a couple hours of reach, whether I have a doctor's appointment or a dental thing or something I have to do. I'm with him for the next time he has to eat. It is a pleasure. I love the bond that connects us between feeds, but it's a little difficult too because it's limiting, and it's rewarding, but it's limiting because he's at this beautiful age now where he responds to other people, but no one else can feed him. And we've tried bottles and different settings. We've tried when he's hungry, when he's sad, when he's happy, when he's not hungry, and he's like, there's nothing like the real thing, don't fuck with me. So where was I? Manage breastfeeding when I'm away from Wolf. Well, I'm not really away from Wolf very often. I'm with him every single day. And now that he has 4 teeth, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It made me anxious when his first teeth came in. He's been an early bloomer. He got his first 2 bottom teeth a little after 4.5 months, and they're sharp as hell. They're razor sharp teeth. They're the cutest teeth, but they're so sharp. But when babies have a proper latch, their tongue is like this. So rather than like biting, it's more of a sucking. And so he doesn't bite me that often, but sometimes at the end of his feed, when he's like bored and like just playing, he'll like bite a little bit. And then I've just said, no biting. And then I end the feed, boob away, the end. It's only happened a couple times. Let's see what else I have. Oh, Wolf and his solid foods. We started solids when Wolf turned 6 months. And I'm not gonna lie, I have so much anxiety about feeding him solid foods. The fact that he doesn't have a mouthful of teeth, that he's only chewing and swallowing things that aren't like liquid for the first time, kind of freak me out. So I'm doing the very pasty porridge method. So he's had like banana, strawberries, he's had mango, he's had avocado, he's had mashed potatoes, pretty much all mixed with breast milk or in a very soupy like consistency where he can swallow it, and it's not like it doesn't freak me out that he's gonna choke on it, but like literally, I'm not gonna lie, everything freaks me out that he's gonna choke. And then one of my amazing friends, Lauren Mack, has her son Preston, who's not that much older than Wolf, and so I text her all the time and I'm like, what's Preston eating? How often is he eating? What is he eating? How does he chew it? How small are the pieces? And she's let me know, and it's really helped guide me on what I feel more comfortable doing with Wolf. And so he has like these little baby cheese puffs that he eats, and because Preston's, I guess, like the big brother, and so he like gnaws on them, and I tried one just to see how they are, and they basically just disintegrate as soon as water touches them. So as soon as they touch your tongue and their spit, they dissolve. So that makes it a lot more comfortable. But he's not eating like meals per day. He's breastfeeding and eating food for taste. And it's good to space out what he eats to see if there's a reaction. So like the first food we gave him was a strawberry, and I waited 5 days before he had anything else to see if for some reason there was any reaction, like whether it be a rash or hives or anything. We'd know exactly what it was, and it isolates the food, and we know that maybe he's allergic to strawberries or whatever it be. Where is your nipple toy from that you show in your videos? Okay, that's this fun one. This is a two-part question. I'm going to answer it right now. One of them is, did I suffer from postpartum? And I assume that's postpartum depression or postpartum anxiety. Yes, I did. I'm not going to lie about it. I had postpartum anxiety up the fucking chain. Like, I didn't sleep. I swear to God, I didn't sleep for 5 months. And it wasn't just because I was co-sleeping. It wasn't because it was difficult. It was because I had anxiety that I've never experienced before. And it was like this non-restful period of worry, of the way that Wolf was breathing, the position that he was in, not wanting to sleep too hard in case I missed something. When I heard like being a new mom, that's pretty typical, and when you have a second baby you worry a little bit less, but I definitely had a difficult time, like I'm not gonna lie. And I managed that by being communicative with my partner and with my lactation consultant and with the people that I have closest to me. I did not feel like I needed to lie and be strong and hide what was going on. The more support that I have is the better. So I had many conversations with my lactation consultant, who also specializes in postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, and she let me know that postpartum anxiety is more common than postpartum depression. And literally, postpartum depression is a chemical hormonal imbalance that is beyond anyone's control. So it's not something that you can just be like, snap out of it, stop thinking like that. Just like anxiety, if you're anxious about something, you don't just choose to be. You don't want to be, and it just kind of clouds over you. So it's not a choice. And unfortunately, some people aren't very helpful, and they don't know how to help ease your way through it. And for me, the best way is to acknowledge that it exists and to try to find ways to manage it. And so I had a lot of conversations with my lactation consultant, who's, like I said, postpartum anxiety, and we had lengthy talks that were deep and real, and I wasn't bullshitting her in any way. And I was like, listen, this is so hard, I don't know what to do. And I like, it's a tough transformation, because literally, like, even if it's the most amazing thing that you've ever experienced, the baby that you've always wanted, it is a transformation of your entire existence. I lived my whole life being just me, and now I'm someone's mom, and I have a child, and I am thinking about his future and not mine. I'm thinking about what he's gonna eat and not me. I have to think about, I need to drink this much water so I can make this much milk, so I can make milk for him so he can be nourished. I have to do these things that are outside of yourself. And in a way, it's like the selfish life that you have before baby is great. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to live a full life and feel fulfilled, and not have an idea that bringing another person into it is going to enable you or stop you from something else. And I feel like too often women or people that get pregnant think, I wasn't able to enjoy all of this because I had a baby. And like for me, I had such a wonderful life. I still do. And he's enriched it tenfold.